Good morning, you guys. For some of you, I know it's been a minute, but I have gone over to Healing Tarot Messages. So that's where I'm doing my videos now. So you're welcome to follow me on that page. I know some of y'all have been harassing me. It's just been real fucking crazy lately. So trying to get shit back in order and, working it out slowly. But today I decided to do self-love message because apparently a lot of people are lacking that. So some of you are holding on to who you used to be. And when I say who you used to be, it's like you're trying to transform into someone else, but you don't know how to let go of the parts of you that really don't have any purpose in your life right now. So the longer you hold on to these things, it's like you're stuck in between two places. It's like you're trying to be a better person, but you're also stuck with who you used to be. And somewhere in the middle is like this collaboration needs to take place, like merging of the two needs to take place. And a lot of you are just, it's not happening. You keep thinking that you're not good enough. You keep thinking you're not capable of doing something. And you are. You just have to believe in yourself that you're capable of doing it. Now, these things are limiting you because right now, I'm sure a lot of us are just fucking doing all types of shit. I've seen some weird ass shit on the internet the past few days. And that's because we're all stuck in here, and I'm sure we've all had dreams and desires and things that we wanted to do that we haven't put into action in any shape, way, or form. And this is a perfect opportunity because we're here. We're not doing shit. I'm in New York right now. How are you doing, Noyan? So this is a perfect opportunity to start doing shit that you haven't been doing, that you've been putting off. Excuse me. And a lot of us do this because for one, I'll be like, oh, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. And then later comes and it's like, I don't really want to. So you need to ask yourself, why aren't you taking those steps? Like, why are you stopping yourself from doing something that's going to be beneficial for your life? It's not that you're not good enough, because you are. It's something deeper inside you from probably when you were younger. You just felt you weren't good enough, or that you weren't capable of doing the grand things that you and your mind want to do. So you have to start letting these beliefs go and start moving towards whatever it is your dream is. Okay? And be gentle with yourself. Excuse me. And I say this a lot because, we're all sit here and we're assholes. We're all fucking assholes to some extent. But we're harder on ourselves. If you ever notice, you criticize yourself more than anybody would probably ever criticize you. You're just really hard on yourself, and you have to stop doing that. You have to find some type of peace and love in yourself. Excuse me, Jesus Christ. You have to find the peace and love within yourself, and you have to give that to you before you can go and offer it. Okay, so whatever it is that you've been through, even if you've been not the best individual in the fucking world, understand that life is a process. We're all learning and growing together through this, so don't be so hard on yourself, especially if you haven't taken the time out to even speak to whoever it is you offended or tried to make amends, because they probably don't even harbor any hard feelings towards you. And if they do, the conversation will smooth it out. But you have to be able to be gentle with yourself. So whatever it is that you did or feel like you did wrong, forgive yourself. Okay, you have to forgive yourself and let it go, so that way you can move forward. As long as you're holding on to these things, it's going to be hard for you to become a better person, because it's like you're refusing to let go of things that are not serving you. Sorry. And it's not, you don't have to hold on to it. Like I said, you feel it, it happens, and that moment is gone. Like right now I'm talking, the last 2 minutes of my life, they're gone. I'll never get that shit back. So look at it like that. Enjoy every moment, but don't hold on to the bad things. And whatever it is that you have done, find a way. Either do dark night of the soul, do shadow work, inner child healing. Those things help with bringing about this type of change and transformation, and helping you to merge the dark and the light within you. Because once you're able to start owning all of these things, there's not going to be much that you're going to be worried about, or even taking into account other people's opinions of you or what you have going on. Jesus, I'm so sorry. But don't worry about whatever you have going on, because worrying isn't going to do shit except stress you the fuck out and be like, okay, well, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. It can go a million different ways. Nobody knows which way things are going to go. So if it goes perfect, you're just stressed the fuck out for nothing. You're driving yourself crazy for something that hasn't even happened. Just wait for the shit to happen and then be crazy, because if it works out, you just be like, damn, I spent this past week, fucking month, however long, stressed the fuck out about something I wouldn't have been able to change anyways, as opposed to enjoying those moments, because you never know when your last one is going to be. So you have to start living your life in the moment and stop worrying about everything fucking else. What's meant to be is going to happen. It doesn't matter if we want it or not. You know, we all had tower moments where life fell to shit. So you know, if you already know. But excuse me, be open to other people's opinions. And I know it's hard, especially if it's you're not used to some form of criticism or constructive criticism. And some people can't give it properly. Some people are just assholes. So take it how it goes for you. But try to understand that they come from a place of love. So when people are saying things to you, or they're trying to correct you, maybe even trying to help you and make a decision, you have to see that they probably are coming from a place of love, but you also need to trust your intuition in making your decisions, because they want you to speak to your friends. They want you to get advice from people that would be, I don't want to say beneficial, yes, but like a higher vibration type of energy. You want someone that's going to be able to talk to you and give you good advice and not give you bullshit advice. Like if you're from the streets, then there's people you'll encounter that just are hood as hell, and they're gonna be like, nah, fuck that shit, and everybody's so hard and everything is all ego and pride. And you have to let that go, because the more you live in your ego and pride, you realize how much of your own blessings that you block, how much of your own shit that you're missing out on, because you're so worried about a fragile ass ego or your pride, or how people look at you. Your pride and your ego are not going to get you the blessings that you want. They're not going to bring you to where you're meant to be. They're going to keep hindering you. They're going to keep stopping you. And you're going to keep getting lesson after lesson after lesson until you learn to release your ego. I'm so sorry, my voice. So just be open. The people that are communicating with you, they are doing it from the heart. It's just they may not have healed the shit that they have needed to heal. So don't hold it against them and be like, oh, you gave me bad advice, or you want me to be shitty. And some people might want you to be in a fucked up situation with them, because misery loves company. It's the truest fucking thing I've ever heard. But Spirit wants you to know that it's okay to cry, because when you cry, it releases all the blockages that you have. And don't take it all on at once. Like choose one thing in particular that you want to focus on, because if you try to do it all, you're going to drive yourself nuts. But cry. And when I say cry, it's not the superficial tears or, oh no, it's like the deep soul cry, where it's like you're freeing yourself from whatever it is that you've been holding on to. Okay, because that is what is stopping. You have to release. You have to release. I don't care if you go in a fucking closet and it's soundproof and nobody can hear you, and you have to do it that way. That's fine. I do it in between cars, car drives, depends, whatever. But you have to sync. They want you to sync with the moon cycle. I think the new moon is coming up, or one of these days. But this is a time to start manifesting and start putting your intention out for what it is that you want and what you want to create. Okay. Vision boards help. Journaling helps. So for those of you that have a hard time sleeping and haven't been getting the sleep, or it's been kind of on and off, try writing down your journal. If you have dreams, write down whatever your dreams are. I've been slacking in this department, but start doing that and connect with Mother Nature again. Some of you haven't been outside because of this whole fucking pandemic. I don't give a fuck about it, but connect with the earth, okay? You have to go and connect with Mother Nature, because that's going to help you come back to a place of centering and grounding. And understand that relationships aren't meant to last forever, okay? They're only meant to serve us for specific stages in our lives. So whatever it is that we're going through in our life, the people that we encounter in that time period, they serve a purpose. And they're saying, what is it? Not everyone's meant for fucking, some people are just in your life for a season. So you have to be willing to accept the changes and the transitions the same way we accept fall, winter, summer, spring, all of those, it's the same way with people. You know, some people come in and then they phase out. And the problem is, instead of letting them phase out, you want to hold on. You can't hold on. Sometimes you just have to let shit phase out. It doesn't matter how much love is there. It doesn't matter who this person is, if it's your husband, your parents, whatever. You know, some people are just, they're there to get you to a certain point and make you see things that you don't really want to see. And then they go on to something else. Okay. There are some people that are for your forever, but you'll know who those people are because they'll be willing to grow with you and change with you and work with you through things. Okay, so just trust yourself in all your decisions. And like I said, when you're getting advice from people, make sure they're not miserable people and make sure they're not toxic or wounded, like they're not still operating from a wounded space. Because when people operate out of hurt, it's not it doesn't serve your highest good because you're blocking out any type of love. You're blocking off any types of connection. So try to operate out of love. But Spirit right now is saying that they want you to focus on a dream or an ambition that you've had, that you keep putting off, that you've been putting off probably your whole fucking life, and find out why is this positive action being put on hold, you know? So you have to see if this is really put on hold because you're like, no, this isn't the right time, or I don't have enough money, or whatever excuses you've been giving yourself, and see how valid those really fucking are, you know? Because most of the time we're just full of shit and we just postpone our fucking lives because we're scared of doing something greater. So really sit and think about it and see why you've been putting it off and see what positive actions you could put towards it now. Even if it's a couple things at a time, start slowly, you know, 5, 10, 15 minutes, whatever you can afford a day that's not going to be like, oh, stress you out. Do that and start putting it towards that, okay? Because they don't want you to sit there and be self-loathing or unproductive. That's not going to get you to where you want to go. And I know sometimes it's hard because we procrastinate, but procrastination is a form of stress avoidance. It's not procrastination because it's like, oh, well, I can't do this or I'm not good enough to do this. Sometimes it's just how much stress is involved in doing it that becomes overwhelming, that causes us to postpone what we're supposed to be doing. So we start procrastinating. So really just chip it off, you know, do a little bit at a time, because when you start believing in yourself and you start doing it 15, 20 minutes, however many minutes you can a day, you'll notice how you're achieving your goals. You're doing it slowly but surely, but you're getting there. Okay. Just believe in yourself. And the more you do it, the more faith you're going to have in yourself. And it doesn't matter what anybody says. And personally, I wouldn't share it with anyone. I'd work on it and work on it and work on it myself until I got it to where I needed it to be, and then shared it, because other people's energy can fuck up your shit. So you don't want to do that. Share it with people that are going to be beneficial for you, that are going to be supportive, and that aren't low-key hating on you. Okay. But basically, you know, just trust yourself and believe that you are good enough and you have what you need inside you to get it done. You just have to stop making excuses. Okay. Because the excuses are not going to serve you in the long run. Right now, we're all stuck in our fucking houses. We have no excuses. We could do anything we fucking want. So take action, a few minutes a day, and let go of whatever you were before. Whatever you've been holding on to, the things that you feel have been protecting you, they're not beneficial for you. Let those things go and start working on yourself and healing those things and integrating your shadow and light self, okay? I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. And like I said, I go live on the other channel, so you guys go watch me on that one. But again, I love you. I hope you have an awesome day, and hopefully this helps someone. I'll talk to you later. Oh no.